Hey guys, Mike and Ricky here, and we are going to be talking about some really crazy, scary movies. Michael, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I was reading a text from my wife earlier today, and
Okay.
I thought it was something really sweet of her. I wanted to read it to the folks in the audience.
Okay.
It says, if you are sleeping, send me your dreams. That was very sweet. If you're laughing, send me your smile. If you're eating, send me a bite. If you're drinking, send me a sip. And if you're crying, send me your tears. I love you.
Aw.
The thing is, at the time I was on the toilet.
It's the Speaking Nerdy podcast with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And my good friend and compadre, Mr. Ricky Poe.
Well, you know, if you have that Wi-Fi toilet we talked about a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, man. That'd be great. Like when my wife says, you forgot to flush, I can flush from the other room.
Oh. And now, a quick word from our friends at Tatooine Sons.
Hey, nerds, this is David with Tatooine Sons, a pop culture podcast. We believe that pop culture is the mythology of our generation. There is a story, it is written on our souls, and that all of these myths speak to that story. And that is why every Tuesday I talk about Star Wars and Marvel and DC and Lord of the Rings and whatever nerdy things we can think of with my two sons, Sam and Nate. It is a 30 to 45 minute celebration of all the weirdness that we love so much. Basically, Mom said we couldn't talk about it at the kitchen table anymore, so we decided to start a podcast. We hope you'll check it out. It's on every podcast app out there. Tatooine Sons. That's Tatooine SONS.
Oh, man.
Tonight is going to be a little different than anything we have tried to do before, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's either going to be amazing
Yeah.
or the biggest train wreck we've ever had.
You're going to be a part of it if you can make it through it. That's right. Tonight, we're going to be talking about some of the weirdest, dumbest Halloween, horror films.
Horror films.
That's basically Halloween, but horror films that's been made since we can remember. And some of them are going to be very obscure that you haven't heard before. And some of them, has a place in your heart. But with that said, we do have some nerdy news. So why don't we?
It's time for the nerdy happenings of the week. So we do have some nerdy news. And let's start with one of my favorites is box office news.
Show me the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this we had a big weekend last weekend for the domestic box office at $131 million domestically. That's over all the movies. That was within $1 million of matching the same week pre-pandemic. So that's a pretty impressive deal.
That's a big deal.
That is a huge deal. And we're less than $100 million from beating last year's annual total. And we still have 10 weeks left in the year.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
I think there's a good chance that this year will beat last year's total. We're still not going to come up with, we're still not going to match the pre-pandemic levels, but this is probably going to continue to give theaters some hope for the future. Because, a year or two ago, we weren't sure. Like, theaters were talking about going into bankruptcy. They weren't sure what was going to happen. And as far as the movies and the reason we had such a great weekend, no real surprise here. Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour concert movie, took first place this weekend with
Fascinating.
$96 million domestically and an additional $32 million internationally for a grand total of $128 million worldwide, making it the sixth best opening weekend for a movie this year.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, other films, and we've talked about this in previous weeks, other films actually moved their release dates so they would avoid opening against Taylor Swift because they knew her movie was going to do so well.
Oh, that's pretty big. I mean, that's pretty. That's some pretty powerful right there. I mean,
oh yeah.
Come on now. I would never thought that, but I'm not hip with that kind of stuff. I mean,
it is not our general fare.
No, it's not.
Being entertainment and being fascinated with box office stuff, this is something to be aware of. I mean, the Barbie movie destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
And now Taylor Swift is coming along. So I don't see this reaching Barbie movie totals. But it's going to do really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how long it'll be in theaters. Probably a little less long than, because Barbie is still technically in some theaters. But the other thing I thought was interesting when I was checking this out, Taylor Swift was in about 500 to 800 theaters less than most of the other big opening weekend movies. Most opening weekend movies are hitting 4,300 theaters. This one opened at around 3,500, 3,700, something in that range.
Yeah.
So it did really well. Exorcist Believer came in second with adding another $11 million. The Paw Patrol, the Mighty movie, the kids movie, is still doing really well, coming in at third. Saw and The Creator round out the top five. In other news, 99% of the Writers Guild members voted to accept the new 3-year contract between the union and the studios. But in other news, there was a failed attempt at coming to an agreement with the actors. So the actor strike is continuing. And reading all the reports, there seems to be, I can't decide if there seems to be some confusion as to why talks fell apart.
Yeah.
Or if there is some open ignorance as to why they fell apart. In
actors? No, I can't imagine that.
Well, one of the studio heads was giving a presentation. I don't remember what the presentation was, but they were talking about the situation, and they said that they walked away from the table. That the studios had presented a similar agreement that they got through with the writers on streaming, and basically a streaming success bonus system. That was the plan. So they presented something very similar to the actors. Well, the actors turned that down and instead wanted a per subscriber payment system set up. Now, I'm not sure how that would work, but that is when the studios walked away from the table.
Well, that kind of makes sense to me. I mean, that's kind of per subscriber. So just, who says
whether or not I'm
going to watch that actor's film or not. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that is what was stated by the studios. Now the actors in other news reports, the actors said, we don't know why the studios walked away. So I don't know if one of them is lying or if one of them is just being openly ignorant about what really happened.
Yeah.
I'm super confused. It was like the studios were pretty clear in this presentation that this is why it happened. And the actors are like, we don't know why it happened. But the studios were the ones who walked away. It wasn't the actors. But right now, last I checked, we don't have any clear idea of when they will go back to the table.
Man.
But hopefully soon.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we need some more, we need some more stuff happening, man. We're kind of drying up. The well is drying up on entertainment, my friend.
I do have one other thing that kind of clarifies. We talked about Daredevil last week.
Yeah.
About going into reshoots, firing the writers.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit more clarity on that situation. Sources at Marvel are saying that they're going to be moving to a more traditional TV series model, which when I read that makes me, instead of the mini series model, which makes me think that we're going to see less of the, you have to watch all 6 episodes for this to make sense, like it's one 4-hour movie.
I gotcha. Yeah, I see.
And more of a episodic with a overarching story arc that will culminate at the end in 1 or 2 episodes. That's what I'm reading into that.
Yeah.
But just based on some of the reporting I saw, I think that's what they mean when they say a more traditional TV series model, along with the idea that their expectation now is that they're going to produce pilots rather than greenlighting a complete show.
Okay.
Now, whether or not you and I, the general public, are ever going to see those pilots or not is a question mark. But it sounds like what they're going to do is Disney Marvel will present an idea, shoot a pilot episode, fully produce it, and then in some way test it. And then if the testing goes well, then go into a more traditional TV series.
It almost sounds like they're getting away from the whole weaving in TVs with movies, the whole, that's another... That's the thing. I mean, how can you keep the continuity of a streaming, or let's call it a TV show, with the continuity of a movie like Marvel likes to do? They like to interweave those things. And so if they don't have so
that was another thing that some people threw in, that that the TV shows might affect films less.
Yeah.
They wouldn't openly say they won't, but it will probably be less of a, hey, if you didn't watch this series, this movie's not going to make sense.
Yeah, it's not going to affect the movie or the outcome or any backstory. Yep. So yeah, I can see them doing that.
I do have one other thing, and this one is a little more vague.
Yeah.
But the source I read has been pretty reliable. He says that now Marvel is looking at, and from sources he says Marvel is looking at kind of a soft reboot during the Secret Wars movie.
I read something about that.
Clearing the slate.
Yeah.
Not completely clearing the slate. Some actors will remain. Some new characters will show up. Like there's talks of a Miles Morales coming in. Yeah. So, maybe we won't have a Tom Holland Spider-Man anymore. Maybe we'll have a Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Okay, I can see that.
But that Secret Wars is going to kind of be their retooling.
I was reading somewhere, and probably just rumors, they were talking about actually doing a reboot of the Avengers as a whole, with new, people playing Iron Man besides Tony Stark, Captain America, of course,
This would kind of fit into that idea.
Is that okay?
Now, they didn't, what I was reading didn't clarify that was definitely a direction.
Yeah, I think
that was a possibility.
Okay.
But at the very least, it was kind of okay, this was the MCU. Now this is going to be the MCU going forward.
So are they going to kind of, because they already have, like this entire map of where they're supposed to go. So are they going to scrap that?
Well, it was all supposed to kind of culminate with Secret Wars. That was kind of the end of the roadmap. There really wasn't anything after that. And we're still 2-3 years out from that now.
Oh my
depending on, with the writer's strike, that pushed a lot of things back further. So,
it's a lot longer now. Yeah.
Yeah, we could be talking 2026. Easily 3 years before we get to Secret Wars. So, but that's what I'm seeing and hearing. But that's all the nerdy news I have. Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else on the nerdy news. So, as far as I'm concerned, we pretty interesting stuff. Hopefully, we can get the writers back on. We can get the actors back on. We can actually get some nerdy entertainment back. So,
exactly.
That's the nerdy news, folks.
And that's all for the nerdy happenings of the week.
Is it time for some stupid news?
Oh, it's definitely time for some stupid news, my friend, because the whole... Never mind.
You want to finish that statement?
No, I was just saying, it's time for some stupid news because this whole show is going to be stupid. So go ahead. I'm fine. Whatever.
It's the weird and stupid news with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
Well, tonight's going to either be a train wreck or it's going to be a train connect. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Yes, it's that time of year again where you talk about all kinds of stuff like pumpkins and all this good stuff. But apparently a Missouri man has climbed into a hollow out pumpkin he grew himself.
Nice.
And paddled 38.4 miles down the Missouri River to break a world record.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Steve Kuini of Lebanon carved his...
To break a world record. So someone has done this before.
That's right.
But not as far.
Not as far. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that something? Yes. Steve Kuini of Lebanon carved his 1,208-pound pumpkin into a boat that he dubbed Huckleberry and spent 11 hours paddling from Kansas City, Kansas to Napoleon, Missouri. How do you grow a pumpkin that large, by the way?
Oh, no. How do you move a pumpkin that heavy?
I know. That's a lot of time scraping out the guts out of that thing. But anyway, Kuini was accompanied on his journey by about a dozen boats from his Kansas City Paddling Club. Members served as a support team and helped document the journey. The Nebraska man, Dwayne Hansen, previously set the Guinness World Record for the longest journey by pumpkin boat. 37.5 miles in 2022. Who would imagine that? So Kuini teams say he surpassed Hansen's total by paddling 38.4 miles. So the evidence from the attempt is now being submitted to the Guinness World Records of official certification. So there you go.
That is fascinating.
That is fascinating. I think it's more of the weird news more than anything else. But going from weird to stupid, I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of both. But a Chucky doll and its owner was arrested in Mexico for several attempted robberies.
Okay.
According to witness reports, the suspect, named only as Carlos N., was arrested after making a Chucky doll wield a large knife to try to scare people into handing over their cash. The suspect is believed to have been under the influence of a illegal substance. Imagine
that.
And police also handcuffed the arrested doll, which was dressed in blue. And at the time of the incident, yes, that's right. They arrested I know. The Mexican media also reported that the officer who handcuffed Chucky was later reprimanded for not taking her job seriously, unfortunately. The footage after the arrest showed the doll being lined up for its police mugshot to be taken and having a long knife taken from it. An officer with the Monclova police in Mexico said he put the doll in their faces and was scaring people. It's an offense, and for that reason, he was arrested. Now, Carlos N. was later released, according to reports, but the Chucky dolls still its whereabouts are unknown. Man, that was too loud.
Very loud.
Oh, I think we might not do that. Oh my, I think we're gonna end. Oh my goodness, I think we just shattered every. Oh, hold on a minute. I did. I hear ringing in my ears. Okay, all right, that was stupid news. Oh, it begun, folks.
I clicked the wrong button.
Begun. That's okay.
This has been the Weird and Stupid News with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
The gremlins are already running rampant.
Out. So tonight we are going to talk to you about our favorite, I think our top 10. Well, yeah, I guess our 10.
It's the top 10. Well, okay. I don't know if it's the top 10.
I don't know.
We're going to talk about 10.
About 10.
And
really.
We've got 5 honorable mentions.
So there we go tonight, folks.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
This is our Halloween special.
Yes.
I'm not going to say we're going to have any spoilers, but there might be spoilers.
And if you're concerned about the spoilers of these movies, you need to have better taste. But so
Mike, where are we starting tonight?
Well, first we're going to start off with a classic, and this is one that most people know. It's our Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and the synopsis on this is, of course, when a small town is invaded by aliens from outer space who are capturing and killing the townspeople. No one takes them serious. Why? The aliens look like circus clowns. Yes, they use weapons that look like clown-like and all painted on smiles. Only a few of the young people in town realize the danger, and of course, no one believes them. Armed with ice cream trucks, and they try to rescue their friends. Anyway, so folks, you've probably seen this, or you have may morally hear this. We're gonna take a look at this.
So we're going to try to play the trailers for each of these.
Yes, we're going to try to.
If you're listening online, you might want to consider switching over to the YouTube version of this.
Yes, YouTube
and you can get that at youtube.com/speakingnerdy.
Yes.
But that's just something you might want to consider, because some of these won't have a lot of dialogue. Some of them will, but Mike and I will definitely be commentating along the way.
We're going to go along the way. Yes.
Okay, let's give this a try.
Let's give it a try.
I can't believe this is MGM.
It's an
night, like any other night. Then something happened.
Oh man,
those are amazing graphics.
They are. I love that.
That is CGI.
Oh, that's CGI.
Amazing CGI.
Why clowns?
Oh my goodness.
Those are some pretty freaky clowns.
Yeah.
Over the universe.
Yeah.
Knock my block off.
The acting is superb in this. I like the Shriners.
The sound effect.
Theater near you.
Killer clowns from outer space.
They remind me. Do you remember the political puppets
Yes,
back in the 80s.
yes, I
They
do.
remind me of that.
They were all in this Phil Collins video too. I
Yes.
remember. Yes, like,
You don't need a
Oh.
police spell, you need a psychiatrist.
I got some actors in there. I think I've seen before. Oh, I got Killer Pies.
They want to play games? They're messing with the wrong guy.
What are you in for?
Oh,
Killer clowns from outer space. It's crazy.
you gotta love the '80s. You gotta love.
Absolutely.
That's oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space that came out in
Hold on.
1980. Oh, you got that.
Say that again.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space came out in 1988. You can definitely see it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is the 80s. It did remind me of the Phil Collins thing.
It did. Yeah. The Land of Confusion was a Phil
Yes.
Collins movie, and those puppets reminded me of that.
I wonder if they were made by the same person.
I wonder, yeah. You know, this is very interesting how we're gonna go about this tonight. Oh, there's a lot of editing, folks. A lot of post editing will be happening here. Put your comments below. This next one is Leprechaun 5 in the hood. Yo!
I love that. How did there get to be 5 of these movies?
And how do you get iced tea and okay, let's do this. You want to talk about actors that totally are on the opposite spectrum? You have Ice-T and Warwick Davis on the other side. Okay, so you tell me. I have no clue. But anyway, the storyline of this is he's been in the countryside, he's been downtown, he's been to Las Vegas, he's even been in space. But now the evil leprechaun is in the hood. Yes, it says that in there. Yes. 3 young rap artists are looking for a break. They need money to buy some music equipment so they can go to Las Vegas and enter a contest. They meet up with a local pimp named Mac Daddy.
Of course, as you do,
right? You know, who agree to hook them up, but later declines. The rappers want to get even with him, so one night they break into Mac's place and steal a lot of his jewelry, gold, and even medallions from an ugly-looking statue. Shouldn't have done that. That's what it says. Because without the medallion, the statue transformed into a leprechaun. Oh, there you go. That's a great premise. Who goes on a killing spree looking for his missing gold. Hey, looking for that pot of gold once again. And the song says it all. There's nothing scarier than a lep in the hood.
Please tell me Ice-T recorded the song.
I'm sure he did. In the hood. So I think I'm ready. Let's see.
Here's the trailer. Honestly, I don't know that I've ever seen this trailer.
I don't think I have either.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Mac Daddy is the most successful man in all of hip-hop.
This is real good, kid. Hey, get these mooses out.
What's the secret behind his golden success?
What we gonna do?
Butch, Stray Bullet, and Postmaster P are about to find out.
Postmaster.
Instead, we gonna be robbing in the hood.
Oh.
Hand me gold, you thieving hoods. You got more loot than Tiger Woods.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness.
He's gonna rhyme the whole movie.
You boys into? We done unleashed the whole supernatural whack pack.
The whack.
Go down without a fight. Right?
He's green.
Curious aroma.
That's the bomb right there.
The bomb? Ah, the bomb.
I guess he's with medical marijuana.
Sit down,
Of course.
Filly. You're about to meet a club named
Billy.
Come
Oh,
let me lay
more
hands upon
rhymes.
your sinful creature.
And he's down.
It's wrapped.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm gonna take this and wrap it around your scrawny little ugly
All the effects are
Yo, shorty, you ain't even as big as my
shorty.
Some
It's the feels.
some awesome
Yeah, I love the
some
sound
awesome
effects.
effects in this movie.
Oh my goodness.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis,
Leprechaun
Ice-T,
Size
Leprechaun
doesn't
5.
Why is this
Oh,
a thing?
I don't know.
Why is it a thing?
Who thought? Okay, for one, we had 5. Okay, you know, and I'm actually I'm actually seeing IMDb when they had number 2, 3, and 4, but 5. Who came in front of the studios and listen? I know we've done 4, but how about 5? Now I don't think Warwick Davis did all of those, did he?
I don't know. I'd have to go check them all.
I don't know. I'm afraid
just-
to.
I mean, okay, so I know Ice-T got into acting.
Yes.
And like everybody that knows him as an actor probably thinks of him on Law and Order SVU because
Yes, that's what I always think too.
That's kind of his prolific.
Okay, wait a
thing.
minute. Yes, Warwick Davis was on. He played it in Leprechaun 2. He played it in. Let's see. Leprechaun 2. He played it in. Let's see here if it was him on 3. Yeah, he played it on 3. Apparently, he is the Leprechaun. I did not realize. I did not realize that.
How the great had fallen.
Went from an Ewok to a killing, pimping leprechaun. Man.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
the
oh my-
dialogue is so bad. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're going to make it up to you, Ricky, because I know you're like a CGI ninja. So this
Okay.
next one will be Birdemic. The shock and
Birdemic?
terror. Yes, Birdemic.
Birdemic. Wait,
That's right.
shock and terror. Does that
Shock
mean
and
there was
terror.
more than one, or does it just happen to have a subtitle?
I think it may have just had a subtitle, but who knows? I
Okay.
didn't know we had 500 Leprechaun movies, so I don't know. So in the town of Half Moon Bay, California, an epidemic
Okay.
is on the horizon, a birdemic. All the birds are attacking humanity for the devastating damage that they are inflicting on the earth. They're going after gas stations, people's cars, and the birds have something the humans will never see coming: bird acid.
Bird acid.
Bird acid. That's
So
exactly what it
we've
is.
gone from acid rain to acid birds.
Acid birds.
So
There's
wait,
like a drug
so-
theme here, I think.
so please tell me this is super artsy, like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Oh,
This is actually
definitely.
a good legit movie, right?
It's going to be, yes. I mean, it's basically it's kind of influenced by Alfred Hitchcock, and it takes a lot of its filmography from the legendary
okay.
movie. So I think we should watch and just see how see how they've learned from the original movie, The Birds.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how this one goes.
So now you got a big payday with a big stock option.
Oh
Yeah, I
my.
earned it. All those big deals I did with NCT.
That is
And millions of dollars of revenue
That
and
is-
sales.
Yeah.
awful.
You've done a great job, Rod.
That is
Meet Rod,
cinematography at its
young
least.
software salesman on his way to achieving his
think-
Silicon Valley dream.
Thinking about opening up a green tech company.
Is this
I-
the
I-
80s?
Meet Natalie, a
I
beautiful
only-
young
The
fashion
90s?
driven
This has to be 2010.
You're my English class.
Oh, wait, 2010?
Yeah.
So how come you never made a passport?
throw true love
Yes,
into
2010.
anything is possible.
I feel like
I've
I'm watching.
made better movies. Movies will look better than this.
Sure.
Yes, it's 2010. Yes,
How big was the sale? $1 million.
I feel like I'm watching the sequel to The Room.
Today, the population of polar bears is declining rapidly.
Okay.
My name is Sherry Owens.
That's good to know. Polar bears.
This morning, flocks of seagulls
Ooh, a new
and
breed of
crows
terror.
were found dead in downtown San Jose and along Highway 101.
It's a visionary writer
I told you
director.
to stand back. These birds are contaminated.
The crows and seagulls also cause an accident on Highway 101.
What was that on the ground?
Authorities are investigating the
Was that
cause of their death.
CGI?
I don't know what that was.
That was. I don't think it was actually there. Like that should have been a.
What the?
Why are they taking hangers?
I don't-
Fight the birds off with hangers.
They got
I'm not worried about these black birds. They're not the thing.
the audio is awesome.
The human species is dangerous,
Okay.
menacing, terrifying animal.
They
Good
look
acting.
like they look like a bad.
Oh my
video
goodness!
game.
What is this? I mean, they're just. Oh,
Why would birds do something like that? I mean, why would they just attack?
I don't know.
just hanging there.
Oh my god!
Oh, they're just hanging there. Oh my! Oh, they were just
they were just like
they were
hanging
just
in the air, not
It was like
doing
they're-
anything.
they weren't even flapping their wings. They were just. I don't know.
It hurt.
I don't.
Hurt. That was so bad. That was like. It was like.
Yeah.
The video game. Do you remember?
Yes.
Do you remember Franken? What was it? Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes,
Remember
Castle Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein?
Yeah, they had the
It looked-
the
the
bird.
graphics were that good.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Oh my gosh! When that bird hit the windshield. I think my favorite part was they could have had a practical effect.
Yeah.
A dead bird on the beach, and they went CGI with it.
Who does that?
Oh
I think
my God.
somebody was. I think someone just found out about After Effects and they decided
Oh my goodness.
let's see what we can do with that.
2010.
2010.
I know amateurs who have made better stuff than that in 2010.
And what's sad, I really
Oh,
have this
I
feeling that they were really trying. I think that's the acting.
My
Yeah.
favorite part, I think my favorite part was the hangers. They came out of the hotel with hangers in their hands. Like they were going to beat the birds off with
Off with hangers. Yes, that's the first thing I reach for. There's hangers coming out of a hotel room.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh. What's next?
What's next? Well, sleep good tonight, folks, because you might be sleeping in a deathbed. That's right, the deathbed, the bed that eats.
That is the worst title.
Okay, now the storyline I'm reading off of IMDb, it says a bed possessed by a demon spirit consumes its users alive. That's it.
That's all. That's the whole premise. Well,
That's
I mean, the title says it all.
Yes. So, so that's all I. Yeah. Let's
How we-
go with
how
that.
we
I
watch
guess. Let's go with that. That.
Okay. Deathbed, the bed that eats. What's fire? Okay, little fire pit, fireplace.
Has a nice
Empty
little
house.
Has a nice feel to it. Yeah.
And a very nice large 4-poster bed. Okay,
Yeah. That is really nice.
that's a lovely song.
Yeah.
Better than like the death metal from the previous movie.
I don't hear the song though. Do you hear the song? Oh, that's nice. Yes, she is making
Like,
her bed.
Get in the bed. I go to sleep.
Yeah.
70s.
Let's see here. Let's take a look.
Early
This was
80s.
1977.
Okay, 77. Okay, so that all looks like 1977. Honestly,
Yeah.
better better shots than the last movie.
Yes, I know. I
Better
know.
cinematography than the last movie.
I
that the
believe
whole
so.
trailer?
Yeah.
Oh no,
No.
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 Okay, the blanket is moving.
Yes, I see that.
Somebody pulling the blanket down.
I see that.
What is she?
I didn't know you could do.
She's
Yeah, I
dissolving
did.
into the bed.
I don't remember that. What happened to the? What happened? Oh, the deathbed that eats. Santa family.
Okay, so it
Santa
dissolves.
family.
Pepto-Bismol! Why is it Pepto-Bismol poured into the bed?
Gee.
Oh,
Oh, that hurts.
oh gosh.
I don't. Oh, that hurts.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
That's.
Oh.
Ooh.
Why? Why did it have Pepto-Bismol at the end? I don't.
I mean, was that? Did they make money? Was that the beginning of subliminal advertising? Is that what that was?
The first product
That's the
placement.
product placement of it in the 70s. Oh my goodness!
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm so excited for this next one. Night of the Lupus. Or the Lepus. Yes.
I hurt. Do we really have to do another one? Oh my gosh.
Yes, really, we do.
Okay.
The storyline, here we go. IMDb says Cole Hillsman, Arizona ranch is plagued with a mongrel rabbits, and he wants to employ.
Rabbits.
That's what it says. He wants to employ an ecologically sound control method as a favor to a college benefactor. Hillman, college president England Clark, calls in a zoologist, Roy Bennett, to help. Bennett immediately begins injecting rabbits with hormones and genetically mutated blood. That never goes well, in efforts to develop a method of disrupting rabbits' reproduction. One of the test subjects escape, resulting in a race of bloodthirsty, wolf-sized man, horse, cow eating bunnies. Eventually, the National Guard is called in for the final showdown with the terrorizing rabbits.
So it's Birdemic with rabbits.
With rabbits.
Oh, shall we?
And this
Shall we
is
indulge?
Yes, 1972.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's see how this one. Let's see if this one's any better. Night of the Living Lupus.
Yes.
Oh, they're big rabbits.
What happened that night? Science made its greatest mistake.
Science made its greatest mistake.
Unknown terror.
Oh no.
Was born that night.
Was that a paw print?
Yeah, I think so.
What is the
Are those supposed to be rabbit eyes in the
Don't do it. Don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
strikes from behind the shroud of night?
The voiceover is so serious.
Yes, it is.
That night
Man.
of the
Lepus.
Oh, the Lepus. Why I kept saying lupus?
A night
Oh my goodness.
A fake
more
blood.
shattering than your strangest nightmare. What
Is this
caused
the 70s?
the unnatural
Yeah,
death
it's 72.
It's a helicopter from
and
Mad.
panic
I know it.
that night of the Lepus?
Like Janet Leigh. Isn't she in Psycho?
Stuart Whitman, yeah?
Rory Calhoun,
This is
and Paul Fix. Night of the Lepus. Kill one, and thousands take
Hey, a
their
flamethrower.
What devil creatures growing weight and size
I'm
every
waiting for, like,
day
Monty
are
Python to
hidden
show
behind
up.
the eyes
I know.
of horror. What can stop them? Night of the Lepus.
They want you to know the name of this movie.
They do.
It's MGM. Oh my goodness.
MGM. They really have done. It's on Blu-ray, folks. So that way you can see even more of the crappy quality in the film.
Oh my goodness. By the way, I have actually saw a different trailer than this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the other trailer that I saw, you saw like the big rabbits. There was like a horde of big rabbits.
Of them, red rabbits.
Yes, they were. They were like, like in Star Wars, where they had to make things look big, so they had these little models.
Yeah.
Well, they ran like, it looked like, I'm pretty sure this is how they did it. They ran like normal rabbits, like 15 or 20 of them.
Yeah.
Normal rabbits. They ran them through what looked like a miniature town.
Like they do like a Godzilla movie. Yeah.
They were like horse-sized rabbits. They were as high as the fence.
High in the fence. Man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Yeah, and I apologize for saying lupus 500 times. That's a lepus. Why did I say lupus?
And the voiceover was so serious.
It was so serious, and the actors. I mean, they really had this. They went to the school of William Shatner. You can tell that they learned from the master himself.
My favorite was the blood, the fake blood that just pretty much just looked like red paint on everybody.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they even have scores on these. I should have read the scores at this. But anyway, I didn't do that. So the next one is, I know, during the holidays, you love some of the gingerbread man, but this is ginger. Yeah. But this is Gary Busey. He is the ginger dead man. Yes. Gary Busey.
Ginger dead man.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see what IMDb. Yes, hold on a minute. They have Gary Busey, and that's all the people I know on the cast is Gary Busey. When Gary Busey is the star of the show. Yes, and there's also a sequel. It's the Gingerbread Man and the Bong.
Ginger dead man versus evil Bong.
Evil Bong.
Oh my goodness. Why is that a thing?
Well, storyline is an evil, adorable gingerbread man comes to life with the soul of convicted killer.
As you do.
That's right. This real-life cookie monster wreaks havoc on the girl who sent the killer to the electric chair. So, yeah. So
is that the whole
that's
synopsis?
It. That's pretty much all I have on that. That's what they say.
Okay.
So it's the ginger dead man.
Ginger dead man. Okay.
Yeah. So
killer gingerbread man.
In a quiet bakery, one woman is about to confront her past.
We gotta fight back.
Her past. Oh, it is Gary Busey for sure.
An unforgivable act of violence.
Oh, he's the serial killer. Okay.
That after they fried him in the chair, they cremated
But I
him
can believe that.
ashes to his mother in Coonsboro.
Something else was just left at the back porch too.
Grandma's gingerbread seasonings.
Heck.
Oh, he cut himself. And it went into the cookie dough.
Gingerbread.
The flour.
An unholy curse.
I think I know what.
His shirt said "pull my finger."
It's
me, Raptor! Why'd you come and get me?
Oh my goodness.
What the hell is that?
Well, it sure ain't the Pillsbury dope boy.
Oh my. Oh no. Oh. The horror.
Oh my goodness. So bad.
This is.
He's little bitty. I thought he was big. He's little bitty.
He's just a midget.
I thought he was.
Run as fast as you can. Something's in the oven. The Ginger Dead Man. Evil never tasted so good.
Eat me, you punk!
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to say. Oh, Gary Busey, a national treasure. Oh,
I thought he was a full-size gingerbread man, like a human-sized gingerbread man.
no,
He was a little bitty gingerbread man.
He was just a cookie.
He was little bitty holding a big gun.
A little
I
cookie with a
hurt.
gun. He had a gun.
I hurt. Oh my goodness.
The little cookie with a gun.
What else? We should save that one for last.
I should have saved that one for last. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so exhausted.
I could reorder these. We have to.
If we have to.
Okay.
What?
Do you have something a little milder?
Yeah, I do have something a
I
little
heard.
milder.
I heard.
Yeah, we have. Well, our next is everybody's favorite serial killer. It's Jason X. He's in space. So,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I have to admit, I've seen this movie.
In the year 2008, Jason Voorhees is cryogenically frozen in a government facility in Camp Crystal Lake, along with scientist Rowan. Many centuries later, in the year 2455, Earth is uninhabited, and humans have moved to another planet known as Earth 2. I wonder where they stole that from. However, a team of students, by the way,
of course,
a team of students awakens both him and Rowan on a spaceship known as the Grendel. And Jason begins killing the students and crew of the ship. Along the way, he is upgraded to Uber Jason. That's what it says, Uber Jason. And now it's up to Rowan and the surviving students to stop Jason, this time on a spaceship.
Okay, so is that all that it says?
That's all it says on there.
Okay, a bit of spoilers because I have to tell you this. Because I have actually seen this movie.
Seen the movie.
It's so bad.
Sad.
It's so bad.
It's so sad.
So they find his I don't know, his dead body, not just his dead body, but like he's like in a casket or something. They find him floating in space, and the ship brings him in and puts him on like a hospital bed.
Yeah.
Like a medical bed, kind of like the Star Trek hospital beds.
Yeah, that's what it kind of, yeah.
And the bed goes, well, I have to save this person. And because, it's the future, they can. And that's how he got upgraded, because the robot doctor, was saving Jason's life.
Yeah. You think he would have been grateful, but no, he turns around and he starts killing everybody.
Oh my goodness. Watch the trailer.
Do they say how he got in? Never mind. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and play it. Why am I even asking questions about this? Go ahead. There's no reason.
It's New Line Cinema. It's
in
legit
the year
studio.
2455, on a routine training mission, a team of students is about to discover a life form frozen in time.
Wow. They're on their way back. Prepare for docking and power up the lab.
You brought him on board?
Everything's under control, man.
That's always a bad sign.
It's not a good sign.
Jason Voorhees, that's what's going on. He's an unstoppable killing
They
machine.
got they got the cast of Friends on there. I see.
He just wanted his machete back.
Oh, it's all the man wanted. I mean, you got to have your tools. Tools of the trade.
He's here. You have got to get them out of there.
Hey, Slappy!
Oh, you don't mess with Jason.
I think we're finally okay.
That's a bad sign.
You never say that.
How is that? You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, he's Uber. Look at that. He's like a
Wow.
like a robot.
Oh, you think? You guys might want to run.
It's an upgrade. Man.
Oh.
Jason X.
I don't think he's out there.
Why don't you just stick your head out and have a peek?
Wow.
Oh my goodness. It's so bad.
It is so bad.
That one wasn't quite as traumatic because I've actually seen that movie before. So what do you have next?
And the next one is a classic, and anyone who's a fan of occult fiction will probably know this one is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes of 1978.
A great movie.
The great movie. After a wave of reports of mysterious attacks involving people and pets being eaten by traditional docile fruit, a special government task force is set up to investigate the violent fruit and put a stop to the murderous spree. Included in this crack team are a lieutenant who never goes anywhere without a parachute, an underwater expert who's never out of his scuba gear, and a master of disguise who conceals his appearance by dressing as Black Adolf Hitler. I don't remember that.
Maybe that was edited for TV. I don't remember that either.
I don't remember that one.
Oh. Why do we do this?
Okay. Okay, folks.
Are we ready for the trailer?
We're ready for it.
Okay. Here we go.
Across this great nation, almost everyone has been affected in one way or another by this terrible tomato onslaught. Mrs. Williams, I
Terrible tomato onslaught.
He's dead.
Best line
Will
ever.
You miss him? Will you marry again? What if he's laying in a ditch somewhere, with both his legs broken, calling your name?
Now that is an awesome reporter right there.
Chicken.
Lives are shattered.
But
The
you're no
nation is in
spring
chaos.
chicken.
Death and destruction sweeps the country. Foursquare Productions presents perhaps the funniest film ever made. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You've never seen a film like it. This is the incredible story of the world's ultimate disaster.
Oh my gosh.
Vicious man-eating tomatoes grow to monstrous proportions.
Oh my
Faced with
goodness.
this unprecedented menace, the president calls upon Mason Dixon, special agent.
Mason Dixon.
Aided by his trusty sidekick, Dixon begins to
gotta
unravel the
see.
terrifying mystery of the deadly tomatoes. Dixon
Oh my-
is getting close, too close for someone, or something.
Oh my god. That's some good shooting right there.
Who could it be? The girl reporter? The ad executive? The press secretary? Or does it go higher?
I had
Join
forgotten
Mason
some of
Dixon
this.
in a race against
I
time as he
had too.
battles
I
to save the
wonder
world
why I
from the
forgot
threat
him.
of nature's perfect eating machine, the tomato.
No time to make a fuss. We gotta get those tomatoes before they get us.
I actually want to see this again.
We should do a full review sometime.
I think we should do that. I totally.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You've never seen anything like it.
I agree with that.
Oh.
Man, that actually looks really good. I actually
It
want to
looks
see that
better
one.
than I remember.
Yeah.
That's so funny though. By the way, for those who like that movie, you might like a more recent movie.
That's right.
Called Attack of the Killer Donuts. Now, mind you, I've watched the trailer on that one. The donuts are not massive donuts like tomatoes are massive
they're
donuts.
not massive
No,
donuts.
these are regular sized donuts, but they have teeth
Yes.
and they attack you like piranhas.
Yes. And they fight the police. So
Yes.
that's really good. Well, we have
I
a
think
couple of
I
some
was gonna say, I
honorary
think-
mentions,
I think We
right?
should do some honorary mentions. So we don't have to read the whole description on these.
No,
but
we'll
maybe
just
we
kinda-
can give just a brief comment.
Just
So
you go.
I'll start with Chopping Mall. That is right.
Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall.
Yes.
Basically, some teens break into a mall and the robotic security system goes nuts and kills everybody.
And that and that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Another one is it's Frankenhooker. That's right. I said it right. Frankenhooker. It's a medical school dropout loser. Loses his fiance in a tragic lawnmower incident and decides to bring her back. A tragic lawnmower incident and decides to bring her back.
It's a little like Weird Science
Yes.
in a horror movie form. And then we have the classic Plan 9 from Outer Space, which is a movie that is barely a movie and has Lon Chaney in it, but not really. And yeah, it is the most bizarre set of things you've ever seen, where the people from outer space are trying to stop the world from destroying itself by making nuclear weapons, and so to do that, they decide to bring people back from the dead. So that's their plan. But Lon Chaney actually shot some scenes for a movie that was not ever made, and they decided to put them into this movie.
Man.
So it makes no sense at all.
The next one is Piranaconda. That's right, Piranaconda.
It is exactly what you think it is.
Yes. The storyline is the intent on finding eggs of a gigantic half piranha, half aconda hybrid that slithers around the lush Hawaiian jungles. The expert herpetologist Dr. Robert Lovegrove and a team of scientists enters the beast's habitat, and then from there, the film crew is shooting their last slasher movie, utterly unaware of the ruthless Pike in his. I guess there's mercenaries are watching from everywhere, and anyway, this thing goes around and eats up people.
They like
it is what it
in
is.
a red cloud every time it eats one.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. So,
and then
part
we
fish, part
have
snake.
then we have now this one is a little like Killer Tomatoes. This one is funny because it was meant to be funny, but it's probably worth a watch for some people. It's Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Do you have the description on that one? It's probably worth reading.
Yeah, it probably is. And let's see here. Tucker and Dale. Hold on a minute. Oh, there we go. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I have it right here. Storyline: two lovable hillbillies are headed to their fixer-upper vacation cabin to drink some beer and do some fishing and have a good time. But when they run into a group of preppy college kids who assume from their looks that they must be inbred chainsaw-wielding killers. Tucker and Dale's vacation takes a bloody and hilariously turn for the worse.
So my favorite thing about this is the kids are so scared that they keep dying in horrific ways, but it's their own fault. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty more to mention, but we do have one last movie, correct?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have we like Thanksgiving. That's right, Thanksgiving.
And this is a fairly recent movie. I mean,
2007. I mean, I guess. Thanks.
That old,
huh?
It's not. Yeah, 2007. It's not that old.
Well, no, not for us. I mean, if
most of these movies were the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
well,
no,
I guess
get that.
Ginger Dead Man was 2005, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, exactly. Let's see here what the storyline is of this. Yes, a homicidal turkey axes off college kids during a Thanksgiving break. That's all it says. That's right. Homicidal turkey axes off college kids during a Thanksgiving break. And
Homicidal turkey.
Yes,
that says it all right there. Shall we watch the trailer?
If we have to.
I have not watched this trailer at all.
I have not either, so don't. Let's see here.
5 college students.
Always college students.
Always.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're all distinctly different. You've got the
exactly.
redneck and the preppy guy.
Guys, I was thinking, since it's Thanksgiving and all that, we should go around and say what we're thankful for.
Good acting. It's good writing.
Yeah.
Back
Top
in the
notch.
1500s, in the settlement of Kralberg, an old Indian by the name of Feathercloud was dishonored by a pilgrim. Feathercloud necromanced a
Feathercloud
turkey. A turkey that would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. To kill.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
I do believe you.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
No such thing as. What was that?
There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
What was that?
This little baby bunny got its stomach got open by a beak.
What is that?
Not just any beak.
It's supposed to be a rabbit. But
Was
it
it a
looks like a
rabbit?
stuffed
It's
toy.
an animal,
There's no
yeah.
such thing as an evil turkey. There's
No such thing as an Oh, wait. I lied.
It talks.
Fucking turkey.
It
And
talks.
Oh my god.
You just got
It's so bad.
Oh no.
They just throw things.
There's no. Oh my goodness, little aliens.
ghosts in hell.
Oh my goodness.
They kind of gave away the whole movie, didn't they? But
Kind of did.
but I think that's all you really need to see. Wow. Okay.
Oh wow, that
Wow.
is amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh, that was my favorite part. Was they needed a special effect of some creature flying across the room, so they just threw it. They just threw it from off screen. Oh, the turkey was a puppet.
And it
The killer
talked.
turkey was a puppet that
And it
talks.
talked.
Oh my gosh.
And it had a shotgun. And the special effects of it blowing a man's head off.
Oh.
Okay, so out of all of
Watch these movies at your own risk.
Yes. And
we cannot endorse the watching of any of these movies.
This is not a family. Apparently, it's not a family. We just found out.
Some of these movies are definitely not family friendly.
Yeah, I guess that's what we get for not watching over all the videos.
I will be doing some editing and some bleeping a couple of times.
Some bleeping
there.
out of it. Oh, this has been a disaster.
You should just make a reel of us laughing.
Oh, I think that's it. Yeah.
Just make a reel.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Just make a reel of us laughing and go, what are they laughing at? You should watch this show. Oh gosh. Maybe
That
it'll hit a
hurts.
million
It might
views
be.
again.
Oh my goodness.
I heard.
Well,
I
folks,
legitimately heard.
I don't know what to tell you out there, people who actually is listening and watching. And those who listening, you poor suckers, you don't know. Oh, you poor
If
suckers.
you listen to this whole episode, it's worth going back and watching it on YouTube.
If you listen to this whole episode, you deserve a prize because that's some dedication that I would not even have. Oh man.
Do you have the wherewithal to do the wrap up? Tell the good folks where they can find us.
Well,
they may not find us ever again.
if you want to see this this little jewel that we just did tonight, you can go to youtube.com/speaking nerdy. That's where you'll find this particular episode among many other episodes. And we're on all your favorite audio podcasts. I don't know audio podcasts on this one, buddy.
Oh my goodness!
I want to listen to the audio podcast of this. I really do. Oh, okay. And you can also go to speakingnerdy.com to check out some of our merch and all the other crap that we got up there. And we come out. We try to come out every Thursday, but this is going to be a hot mess.
Friday.
Oh, that's what I said, Friday. Yeah, but it might be a little bit longer because this is a hot mess.
This one's going to take a little editing. I might not get it out by Friday.
Maybe next Friday.
I will for sure get it out before Halloween. Oh my gosh.
It's hurting so bad, people.
I have a headache now. Are we done?
I think we are. Oh, goodbye.
With your Mr. Mike Johnson. I can't.
I can't do it. I can't even do it. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, it's so painful.
You made me snort.
Oh.